Well, that's all said there. Rajkot Thunders will take the ball and come in. Bunty Nandi will start off for the Rajkot Thunders. And joining me in the comm box to call off this interesting play and exciting match today will be Ahmed Khwaja. Good evening and welcome, Ahmed.
Thank you very much, Sharjeel. Good evening and welcome to everyone watching on CricTracker, the ICC Academy Facebook page, and of course fan code in India. We have got Muazzam Hayat and Furqan Khalil opening the innings for Karwan Cricket Club. Of course, the earlier contest we saw in the day had 35 sixes, more than 480 runs scored. Incredible match that was. Let's see if we can see those fireworks once again this late balmy Saturday evening in Dubai. Bunty Nandi is all set to go. Umpire Sheikh Jusam looking very smart and trim. Very experienced, now an international umpire for the UAE. And we're all set for the hostilities to begin. Here we go. Bunty all set to go in match number 7 of the Arabian Cricket League. Safely played into the leg side. Bunty giving it a chase himself. And Furqan, Khalil and Karwan Cricket Club are underway.
Well, it is the Diwali season, so I think everyone will be looking forward for a lot of fireworks here. Bunty Nandi, he doesn't like giving away runs, so he is going to be running around everywhere for the ball. Muazzam Hayat, he is a very good opener for Karwan CC.
Absolutely, we'd like to wish everyone watching at home a very happy Diwali.
Well, Diwali will take a little time. Today is the celebration of Dhanteras, Ahmed.
Right. Well, I can't say the word, but I hope they celebrate that too. That was way too quick for me. Softly played off the back foot. Extra cover. Slightly late to the ball there. I think it's Dipesh in the red sneakers there. So both batters are underway.
Well, it will be important to see when the Rajkot Thunders will strike. They know that they cannot give Karwan CC the upper hand in this match, because once they get going, it will be very hard to stop them.
Absolutely. Quality side. KCC. Very watchful so far. They're not taking any risks against Bunty. Dealing in singles. Waqas Ilyas posted out there at deep mid-wicket. Just tell you the field that's set in. There is a deep square leg and a long on for the left-hander Muazzam. And mirror that for the right-hander. Coming around the wicket is Bunty. Steady stuff, not much turn. Worked away behind square. Big chase for the fielder. And he won't catch up to it. First boundary of the night.
Well, once the boundary starts coming in, especially for Muazzam, we know he will eye for a big score. Look at that, just swept away really well. There was one fielder there. It was a long chase for him.
Yeah, he had a lot of real estate to cover on the leg side there. Of course, this is the power play restrictions. Only 2 fielders allowed outside. Just straying onto the pads and nicely executed that swivel sweep from Muazzam. He gets an early boundary to his name. Other than that, they've been playing very close to the body.
Well, Bunty does realize he's played a lot of cricket against Karwan. He knows he cannot give any loose deliveries to them.
Trying to cut that away hard. A bit of extra bounce going over the bat. So 7 runs off the first over of the night. New ball is going to be shared by Dipesh Rajkot. He'll be coming in from the school end. Brisk medium pace, swings the ball. Trying to cut that away for Khan Khalil. Not getting close enough to the ball there, Shajil.
But he needs to be careful of Dipesh Rajkot. We've seen his bowling in a lot of tournaments and it's very tough to keep up with him because once he gets that flow and the rhythm, it will be very tough to restrict him as a bowler. But right now, Dipesh. And this one hit well, hit away fine, and will make it all the way.
Well, that's come out of absolutely nowhere from Furqan Khalil. Stepping into that drive. He's got the measure of this pitch and absolutely smoked it over extra cover. That's a brilliant shot. Look at that carry all the way for half a dozen.
Well, Furqan, if he plays a couple more of these, it will be troublesome for Rajkot Thunders. And they wouldn't want that to take occurrence again.
Yeah, he was just getting a bit predictable with his length there. Dipesh Rajkot needs to mix it up. Try to go for that block hole or use a slower bouncer or a quick bouncer. Once again, he goes downtown. And once again, has it gone for 6? One bounce over the rope.
Well, this is proving to be quite costly for Rajkot Thunders. Dipesh, 2 back-to-back boundaries. Just look at that. Straight as it could be.
Batting very freely out there for Khan Khalil. A lot of confidence, backing himself, playing aerial shots with a lot of conviction. And Dipesh is immediately under pressure here. This time, it was a bit of a leg cutter there. Just missed the line of it for Khan Khalil.
Well, if that would have connected, it would have sailed over the ropes.
Yeah, we were ducking for cover here in the comm box, even though we were protected by very thick glass. But the way Furqan is pinging it off the willow tonight, looking ominous.
Well, it is going to be tough for us, especially for Rajkot Thunders. They need to get Furqan sent back.
A long one and a deep cover in place for Dipesh. Slashed at that one. And you can see the game plan. He's just trying to bowl slightly wide outside off. Keep the ball away from his hitting arc.
Well, once it comes in, Furqan, especially we haven't seen Muazzam on strike so far. This over has all been about Furqan. 10 runs off it. It's going to be very tough for Rajkot Thunders to bounce back. Dipesh is the only one who can pull this off. Still have a lot of bowling to come in, so a lot of options there for Rajkot Thunders. This one tried to cut it away, no results, swing and a miss.
Well,
2 overs down.
there was a hint of late movement there. I thought he'd just edged it behind, but good comeback by Dipesh. 3 dot balls to conclude, 17 for none. So the new bowler being introduced is Gurjant Khanda. Big, tall, strapping lad coming in from the academy. And let's see if he can get some bounce out of the surface. He certainly should. Down the leg side, not a good start. Well wide of the batter and the 3 sticks.
But that was too far wide. I think he needs to realize where he's going to be bowling. The last over was a little expensive for Rajkot Thunders, especially the bowler, the pitch.
Yeah, that was Furqan Khalil teeing off there. Shots played with a lot of authority. Around the wicket, pulled by Muazzam through mid-wicket. It's a big chase for the fielder. He is giving it his absolute all, but the ball will win the race. Excellent commitment.
Well, definitely was it with a lot of conviction by Muazzam. And look at that, just pulled away. And the fielder, he tried his level best, but yeah, once it's hit, it stays hit. He cannot do anything about it.
Very thick boundary rope there, and he went absolutely full throttle. Made an absolute mess of it. Hopefully he's all right, because that can be quite painful. It's a fast start for KCC. Gurjant has not been particularly accurate. Oh, that was just spliced towards fine leg. And they'll scamper for 1.
Or at least they have the singles and doubles coming in, apart from the boundary, so they look in fine form today for Khan and Muazzam, both of them. I think a score of around 170, 180 will be looking good for Karwan to see.
Well, the score and batting I saw in the afternoon here, Sharjeel, nothing looked safe. 242 was chased down with an over to spare, if you can believe that. Incredible batting by TVSL. Total team effort. Uppercut. Over cover point. It might not have the legs to go all the way. Nope, it will be reined in. And they're pushing for 3 here on the throw. That's good running. That's very good running.
But that's what it is about, converting those singles into doubles and then triples. And they've done it really well.
Good communication between the pair. They're quite fit. So coming around the wicket is Gurjant Kanda. That's the channel he needs to bowl. Good looking punch down the ground as well. Good cricket all round.
So I think the only thing Rajkot Thunders need is a couple of wickets. If they get 2 or 3 wickets in the first 10 overs, it'll be easier for them.
Yeah, a lot of batting talent in this Karwan CC side. Amir Hamza, Karwan, hard hitting all-rounders. Plenty of quality. Extra bounce, squeezed away to fine leg, and they will pick up a quick single. The running between the wickets has been a special feature of this opening partnership.
But it's not about the boundaries that they're thinking about. Even the singles and doubles, they know it can add a huge score for the Rajkot Thunders.
Yeah, they're going along quite swimmingly, just a tick below 10. Attempted slow ball, just flicked around the corner, and they'll settle for 1. So a productive over once again, 12 off it, 29 for none. Slashed over the top of backward point. It's a chase for the fielders. Bunty once again just dropping his length. And they will take a comfortable 3 once again.
Well, this is what we're talking about. Not letting any runs go away. They are trying to get as many as they can. And this is what is good about Karwan CC, especially Moazzam and Furqan. They're pushing each other to get every run out there.
Yeah, they're not big strikers of the ball, but they will play proper cricketing shots and they will run hard between the wickets. So that's another way of approaching opening batting in T20s. And they're doing a pretty good job of it so far. Still coming around the wicket even to the right-hander Furqan. Just tucked into the leg side. Are they going to push for 2 here? Nah, they'll just settle with 1. So the bowling is not looking particularly threatening here, Shajil.
Well, bowling so far, it's a very, very comfortable zone for Karwan CC. And right now, Rajkot Thunders are struggling to get a breakthrough. But once they get that, it will be very easier for them to basically have a fall and collapse for Karwan CC.
Shouldering arms to that one. Perhaps just trying to refrain from that cut shot. Wasn't played with a lot of control earlier on. You don't want to gift your wicket to that offside ring behind square. Just playing the ball on merit. That's what Moazzam Hayat does really well.
Definitely, he's playing sensibly, and this is what is required.
This one was going across the right-hander. Chance for a run out. And a direct hit would have had him there. That was mighty close. I think Furqan Khalil is a very lucky chap there. That would have been curtains. Just needed a direct hit. Not easy. From that angle at mid-wicket, he only had 1.5 stump to aim at. It's been a steady over from Bunty. Misfield at cover. Freebies here for Karwan Cricket Club. Spoiling a decent over. 37 for none. Dipesh continues. Flicked uppishly, straight to mid-on. That's a poor shot. A loss of concentration from Furqan Khalil. And he's just gift-wrapped his wicket. An early Diwali present for Rajkot Thunders.
Well, like we said, the only person who can provide a breakthrough is Dipesh. Look at that. Set the field right. And the catch taken with ease. Furkan has to take the long walk back. Karwan CC 37 for 1. Furkan departs for 18.
New batter in is Karwan, hard-hitting all-rounder. And very good bowling by Dipesh. He's targeting the stumps, pitching the ball in the right areas. Bowling good attacking lengths. He's a hard-working cricketer with Dipesh. Gives it his all with bat or ball. Very good option to have in any T20 side here in the UAE. Very good fielder as well. Drilled. There is protection out there, leaving that gap vacant for Karwan. He loves to slap the ball with that long handle down the ground. Nine deliveries to go in the power play. It's been a steady one, not particularly spectacular from Karwan. Only conceded 11 runs in his 9 deliveries. Doing a very good job with the new ball. It can be tough going. Played on the up by Muazzam, squeezed away.
Well, I think the confidence has come in for Dipesh. He's picked up a wicket in the very first ball of this over. And so far, there's no boundaries coming in, so it's a little more drier for him.
Yeah, Rajkot have bowled really well, I feel. Pritish has mixed up his resources very well. Bunty has given him 2 good overs. Dipesh doing a very good job. Gujarat getting settled into his bowling as well. They haven't run away with the game. Pretty much in control for now. In swinger, clip behind, fine leg. That's a gimme for Karwan.
Well, just when we talk about boundaries drying up, this boundary has come in from Karwan. Just flicked away. Just made it in a couple of bounces there. So it will be tough for Rajkot Thunders to get that rhythm and flow of picking up wickets or stopping the runs flow for Karwan CC.
Yeah, tried to do too much there. Big in swinger, drifted onto the pads. And the fine leg was really square as well, more towards the leg umpire. So it was easy pickings. Swiped across the line towards mid-wicket. All the way for 6.
Well, this is where it gets dangerous for Rajkot Thunders. Karwan, Muazzam, both of them setting in. Look at that. Just picked it up really, really well and made sure it disappeared beyond the boundary. So 6 runs to end the over. A very good over. In fact, for Karwan CC, a good way of coming back. 49 for 1 after 5. Well, Bunty Nandi into the attack. 6th over coming in. This one cut away well through the fielder. Will go for all the way for a boundary.
Yeah, another poor delivery from Bunty. Early boundary conceded. Muazzam Hayat has sailed into the 20s. Just slightly wide, slightly short, and that point fielder could have done better there, Shajil.
Well, it was a loose delivery. He's given too much room to Muazzam. He's got exactly the result which was supposed to be there.
So they're pushing their luck, giving Bunty a 3rd over in the power play. Let's see if that move backfires here for the Thunders.
But sensible batting there. He's got a boundary. He's just calmed himself down.
Yeah, he plays in a very correct manner, Muazzam. He doesn't like to play slogs or look to go aerial. Stylish, composed batter. Plays the ball on merit. Hits in the right areas.
Well, this
and
one
leaving
well
a ball in the 6th over of power play. That's interesting.
Well, I think that they're working on a particular milestone for every over. I think they've achieved a lot in the first 5.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Current run rate of 9.6. That has been absolutely smashed through the covers. Look at that bat speed from Muazzam Hayat.
Well, if there are 2 dots, there are also 2 boundaries which have come in this over. And just look at that. Just with a lot of power and speed. He's got exactly the result that needs to come in.
Beautiful flourish of the bat there from Muazzam. He is easy on the eye. And just like that, current run rate has ticked above 10. So he's certainly peppering the boundary rope. 27 of 17. He's gotten off to a start. And Bunty, well, he's been hammered. Quick single towards mid-off. There was that misfield from Dipesh. Needed to keep his eye on the ball.
Well, there's just too many fumbles and misfields, which could be very troubling for Rajkot Thunders. And right now, Bunty is making sure that his field is set right. Pushing the long on towards the circle.
9 runs off the over from Bunty Nandi. Karwan looking to cut loose. Just worked away behind point for a quick single, and that will conclude a pretty decent power play for Karwan CC. 59 for 1. New bowler coming into the attack immediately after power play is Jay Seth. He'll be operating from the academy end. Taking a look at the field now, there is a deep cover. The 2 straight sweepers, long off and long on. Deep square leg and a deep mid-wicket towards cow corner immediately in place. 3rd man is up. Oh, pitched on the legs, got away with that one. A yard either side of that fine leg, and that was 4.
Well, I think Jay will not want to get hit for a lot of boundaries, or any boundaries at all. So it becomes a lot easier for them. And right now, Rajkot Thunders have a lot of pressure. They've got rid of Furkan, but Moazzam is still there, and we know Moazzam once he gets going, it's a slow build to an inning, but he eventually gets there and he puts up a big total for Karwan CC. This one picked up really well all the way for a 6.
Well, that's a moon shot from Karwan. Climbed into that one. And that's a massive 6 over cow corner. Right into the car park of the ICC Academy. Take a look at this one here, Sharjeel. Bang! See ya later. New balls, please.
I hope luckily there were no cars there. Otherwise it would have been troublesome for Kamar.
Absolutely. Well, we've had to retrieve a new one. Match referee Iftikhar Ali immediately into action, or have they found it? I think it's been returned by an excited spectator. Good for him.
Well, definitely there are too many spectators around the ICC ground, and everyone will want to come in and have a look at the action.
Well, it's taken us a fair while to retrieve a new ball. Thankfully, all is in order. And Jay Seth, well, he needs to be right on the money. Pulls his length back. And Karwan, smartly experienced player, will just take a quick single there. Oh, top edge pull, over fine. And will streak into the fence in the blink of an eye. Another poor delivery from Jay.
Poor deliveries and boundaries, not being able to be restricted by Rajkot Thunders. Look at that. He's got the top fine edge and has disappeared. Imagine if it would have been middled.
Yeah, he's just not quick enough to bowl that length. Has to be a lot fuller on that fourth stump channel, outside off. If you're going to bowl on the pads, on the body, you will be punished. Now those projected scores are steadily rising here. Forced off the back foot. Moazzam, he's looking very, very solid out there indeed, Shajil.
Well, definitely. He's slowly and gradually building his innings. It's already 33 of 20. So there is a lot of batting left in him.
Yeah, he's certainly gotten off to a brisk start. Provides a lot of solidity and security to that Karwan top order. Allows the others to bat freely around him. Just got it wrong out of the hand there, Jayset. Of course, he's worried about Karwan, looking to counter-attack him after that huge six, depositing the ball into the car park.
Well, definitely not a good bowl to bowl at this junction. He's already got 13 runs in this over. Just one more delivery. He needs to end it properly on a high note, especially if required. A dot ball or a wicket is something what Jay will be looking for.
Hit hard, hit straight. Oh, misfielded long on. Well, they're certainly not helping the bowler here. He's very disappointed. Hit for 17 in the over. 76 for 1. Let's take a look here. Bit of that helicopter whip. The ball was traveling, but that's very poor technique. Have to do a lot better. New bowler into the attack is Waqas Ilyas. Karwan has already moved to 23 of just 9 deliveries. He's dealing in maximums and putting pressure back on Rajkot. Let's see if the bowlers can step up to the mark. Dragged from outside off. And will hit the fence on the wideish long on region. That was a hit me delivery if there ever was one.
Well, that wasn't a great looking ball. It was very loose. And yeah, I think Waqas is the only one who can derail the entire Karwan CC lineup.
A much better delivery. Oh, excellent fielding of his own bowling. Good dive. Produced a dot ball. So 37 off 22 for Moazzam. Tries to take it on the floor and full, and another misfield at extra cover. This time by the captain. Good clean-up job by Bunty Nandi at long off.
Well, can't say anything about that. Fumbles and misfields are something which Rajkot Thunders have always been struggling with.
Yeah, they need to improve their ground fielding for sure. This time using his feet beautifully. And yet another misfield. This time it's Dipesh. So 3 on the trot. Somebody needs to have a word with the Rajkot fielders.
Well, definitely they need to be more focused on their fielding.
They haven't
Fumbles.
supported their bowler at all. When he should have only gone for 3, it's become 7. Or maybe you can say that 4 was not a piece of poor fielding in the gap. Gently bowled and gently played by Kamar.
Well, they have to make sure that they don't do any more fumbles, because every single Khawaja at the end once the chase is on, it becomes very tough to deal with it.
Not a bad over at all from Waqas, all things considered. 84 for 1. Gurdeep coming into the attack. Left arm spinner. Trying to slice that away behind point. I recall seeing him earlier for Rajkot in some other tournaments. Hard hitting opener. Pulls a bit of left arm spin when required as well. Projected scores are looking pretty good for Karwan. Quick single. Yeah, just slow to react there, Gurdeep. But suddenly the boundaries have dried up here.
Well, they're going on a constant of 10 and a half runs and over. So I think Karwan is in that aggressive driving seat. And Gurdeep is just trying to figure out what it is going to be. Both the batsmen have played ball each. So now is time. Muazzam playing on 40 of 24.
Yeah, he just needs to step on the accelerator a bit here. It's been a pretty solid knock, but they'd really like to put pressure on the Thunders right now. Take it well beyond 200. Outside edge. There's nobody in the slip region. They'll scamper for 1. And you can see the towels are out early tonight here, Sharjeel. So the dew factor must be troubling the Thunders bowlers, and
Well,
it will cause issues for Karwan CC as well.
Well, even if it's a dew factor, you cannot let the fumbles be blamed for that. It's just too many fumbles happening in the field. They're letting away those singles and doubles go away. So later, when Karwan comes in for bowling, it will be a little more easier for them.
Once again, this time it's Jay Seth. It is quite frustrating as a fielding side, and they play regularly at this level. They're in all the Premier A Division tournaments, Rajkot Thunders, so they certainly should be putting up a better show.
Definitely, fielding is something which is a very vital part of cricket. Forget the batting or the bowling. You make sure that you don't let runs go away.
Absolutely. All the small things matter, especially when the batters are not looking to take too many risks against you. They're pushing for 2 here, putting pressure on the fielder, and it's paid off. Nicely done by Muazzam Hayat.
That is just the technique that they need to follow. And Gurdeep right now, it's been quite economical. 5 runs only given away this over.
Yeah, you need to finish the over well. He's been relatively accurate, not trying to be too fancy with the ball. Tucked around the corner once again. They're going to push for 2 here. Nope, they'll settle with 1. So good over by Waqas and now by Gurdeep. 90 for 1 at the end of 9. Waqas continues. Good looking punch to extra cover once again. They're only leaking runs through misfields currently. The spinners have done a very good job outside the power play. Karwan 26 of 14. I don't think he's going to hang around much longer playing those ones and twos. He'll look to challenge the outfielders on the boundary ropes. Projected scores still looking very healthy. And very good bowling by Waqas. He's not trying to do anything fancy. Just wicket to wicket on a fullish length. If you want to challenge the long off, long on station or the deep mid wicket, by all means.
Well, things are looking in favor of Karwan ICC right now. They have a very good partnership being built up. 54 runs between Muazzam and Qamar. Right now, steadily, they're getting to that 100 triple figure mark.
Yeah, even the wicket that went down for Khan Khalil, it was a poor shot rather than anything special with the ball. And sometimes I feel Muazzam is unable to play out of his comfort zone. He doesn't look to be too aggressive, just looks to play along the carpet. Correct method. Sometimes it's worth taking a chance. Try to develop your hitting areas.
But he needs to get out of the comfort zone. He can play really well. This one hit back at the bowler. They will pick up a single. So slowly, steadily, they are gradually reaching there.
Absolutely. Waqas and Gurdeep doing a very good holding role here. Just giving some vital overs to Pritish. That will allow him some flexibility in the second half of the innings, when his part-timers are giving him miserly over 7-8 runs per over. I think he'll be most pleased with that.
Well, another misfield, another fumble. There goes the second one.
Well, one follows another, but no damage done. 95 for one at the halfway stage. Gurdeep into his second over, around the wicket. And Muazzam, although the strike rate has been pretty decent, I still feel he can be a lot more expansive with the stroke play. Look to develop those big shots. Go for sixes rather than just push the ones and twos. You have a lot of batting depth in this side. Sometimes it helps to be a bit more proactive. Look to develop new hitting areas. Look to hit over the boundary rope. Don't let the bowlers settle into a pattern. Oh, he's picked it up over cow corner. And it was 6 as soon as he hit it on the blade. Big shot from Karwan.
Well, it doesn't seem like Karwan ICC is going to settle for less. Well, it doesn't seem like Karwan ICC is going to settle for less. Look at that, picked up really well. And it had disappeared, so I don't think anyone could find that ball.
Yeah, just using his long levers to his advantage to bring up the 100. And in pretty good time as well. So new balls have been brought out. This time cracked past extra cover. The cover sweeper will clean up. And swooping into the com box to join me, it's Abdurrahman Tariq. Good evening.
Good evening, Ahmed Khwaja. 104 on the board at the halfway stage. Karwan. Good start here. Muazzam Hayat again amongst the runs. Consistently scoring for this Karwan club.
Absolutely. And Kamarawan goes downtown once again. He's challenging the fences and clearing them with utmost ease.
Well, he is a brilliant addition to this Karwan club. Packs a punch, hits the ball very hard and strikes a pose as well. Well, we've got more breaks with the ball getting lost than water being given to the players.
Or maybe that's the signal. We're just feeling a bit thirsty. Let's smash the ball out of the park. Gurdeep taking some punishment after a good first over. Kamar races into the 40s. Pulled this time long on. Just short of him. Bunty Nandi out there. That could have been a chance.
Yeah, hit very, very hard. Bunty Nandi in two minds. Should he go for the catch or save the boundary in the end? Goes for the latter.
So Muazzam is one hit away from a well-deserved half century. Kamar in the 40s as well. And Muazzam is comfortable in that role, just working the ones and twos. Expensive over from Gurdeep, 112 for 1.
Trying to go for the cut shot. Muazzam Hayat. Good bowling by Ilyas.
Yeah, he's been pretty decent. Kick towards mid-wicket. Are they going to push for 2 here? And that will bring up the half century for Muazzam Hayat. A very pleasant, smooth innings of 34 deliveries. That's pretty good time as well.
He's the anchor, so to speak, as the opener. Just everyone batting around him, going aggressive while he rotates strike.
And rotating it out of the park is Kamarawan. It was in the slot and had to be dispatched for 6.
With chalk and cheese, that's the difference right there. Kamarawan already on 49 of just 20 deliveries. Muazzam Hayat taking his time, but a different role altogether. And I love the way this man bats. So clear in his thoughts, as you say, Ahmed Khwaja, clarity in his role.
He has a lovely bat swing. Uses that long handle to devastating effect. And now the counter charge is on. There were a few watchful overs played by Muazzam and Kamar, but they always knew in the back of their mind, Kamarawan has that big 6 hitting ability. Oh, that's asking to be belted over extra cover. And it will bring up his 50 as well. Well played.
Well, when you're on 49, I don't think you can ask for anything better than that. A full toss outside off stump. Nobody deep on that cover boundary. They have a deep point for the off spinner. Very odd field placing. But Kamaraman will not mind it one bit.
And he's in fact gone ahead of Muazzam Hayat. Like you said, chalk and cheese. But very, very effective nonetheless. And now Waqas Ilyas is being hammered. That's a better delivery. Just worked away for one. And if these two are in good touch, you have Amir Hamza warming up in the dugout. What a player he is, Abdurrahman.
They have a lot of medium pace bowling all-rounders. Amir Hamza, Kamarawan, the Karwan club. Good balanced side this.
Shiraz Ahmed as well. Very quality left hand seamer. Good to see him back in the domestic circuit as well after traipsing around the world in franchise leagues. 124 for 1. Mitesh Thanki into the attack, replacing Gurdeep. Oh, just beaten him. Was perhaps in two minds which shot to play there, Kamarawan, and could have easily chopped it onto the stumps.
Well, the wicketkeeper, after that first delivery, realized he was not wearing a helmet. Gathered that ball from quite far back.
Yeah, he needs to be a lot closer. Mitesh is not particularly quick. Spread field. Two straight fielders. Deep cow corner, deep square leg. Oh, that's a hit me delivery. Just all along the carpet. Oh, that was almost through the gate there of Gujarat. He has a sheepish smile on his face, but that could have been very embarrassing.
Yeah, very embarrassing indeed. Stop the ball and then just let it trickle under his legs.
Oh, that's a very poor delivery. Hooked away towards the school and perhaps into the assembly room for 6.
And umpire Sheej Hussain has signalled it as a no ball as well. Full toss above waist height, yes. Good decision there. And a free hit for Muazzam Hayat.
Well, that was asking to be spanked. You have to work away with the towel there. He's failing to get a grip on the ball. So Mitesh will be under fire. Muazzam tries to connect over mid-wicket. One bounce over the rope.
Well, we're lucky he was sitting behind some thick glass. Muazzam Hayat was targeting the comb box. One bounce into the fence.
Well, I think he was not pleased with my comments about him playing too conservatively. Now he's smashing it all over the place. That's firmly driven through cover. There is Waqas as the cover sweeper. So they've taken plenty of runs off this over already.
Well, Ahmed, on that point, he does have a tendency, Muazzam Hayat, to start off slowly. Sometimes can put extra pressure on the Karwan batsman. But when he gets going, just the way he's doing right now, he's a treat to watch.
Yeah, very fine player. Drop kicked over mid-wicket and into the fence. That is easy pickings for Kamarawan. 100 partnership has been raised.
Walks across, picks it up, almost a full toss. And again, more importantly, finds the gap. Didn't try to hit the ball too hard. Kamarawan, 59 of just 27 deliveries.
Oh, that's a drag down and dragged over the top of the mid-wicket boundary into the car park. Kamarawan has gone ballistic. It's raining sixes at the ICC Academy. Very poor over from Mitesh. 147 on the board in just 13 overs. Gurjant Khanda coming back into the attack. So Pritish is getting rid of his spin bowlers now. Back to fast medium. But the damage may well have been done. Kamarawan, 65 of just 28 deliveries. How many sixes have we seen today, Abdurrahman, at the ICC Academy?
I have lost count. There were 35 sixes and 35 fours in just the first game. 36 sixes, beg your pardon. The last hit to win the game was also a six.
Well, there were 480 plus runs in match number 1. Add 150 to that. We might get 1,000 runs in 2 T20s today. Something crazy is going on. Rajkot Thunders under the pump. Projected scores sailing beyond 200. It's going to be a big run chase nevertheless.
Well, our producers are very lucky they don't have to pay us for the runs. They would be broke by the end of the day today. Unbelievable hitting. Treat to watch for the neutrals.
Back cut by Muazzam beats the point fielder. There is a cover sweeper, will have to get around. And they will take a very easy 2. They're going to push for 3 here. Excellent running by Kamarawan. Excellent intent. Brings up to 150.
Well, Kamarawan, there have been some questions around whether he's fit enough to play at this level. Oh, it's one short. They have run the 3, but it'll count as 2. And some good running, chancing that throw. Aggressive running between the wickets. Just a bit too eager at that stage, Kamarawan. Tries to go over third man. He's trying the ramp shot. He's missed out. And very well kept by the keeper. That was quick.
Yeah, did a good job there. It's not been easy out there for the Thunders fielders. Slippery conditions. And they've let themselves down quite a fair few times. Gurjant just trying to stem the flow of runs. Keep the batters honest. But rarely have they been troubled. 245 is within sight as well, Abdurrahman.
Well, the only thing the Rajkot Thunders will take some solace from is the fact that 242 was chased down easily in the end. Gets easier to bat as the evening progresses.
Absolutely. The dew factor kicks in. becomes difficult for the spin bowlers to grip the ball and rip it. And then the ball tends to slide onto the bat. You can hit through the line, on the up. Very pleasant batting conditions. So certainly a tall order, and it was interesting that Babar Iqbal wanted to bat first.
Well, he does have a very strong bowling lineup. We were talking about the GCC and their bowlers. They didn't have the world-class bowler, so to speak, as Muazzam Hayat gets a leg by.
Yeah, trying to be over expansive there. Very lucky it was just sliding down leg. Umpire Bipin Singh was not interested, alongside Shiju Sam, both extremely experienced. Been a decent over so far from Gurjant. They just need some damage control. A wicket would be even better. .66 of 30 for Qamar. He is eyeing 100. Why not? He's batted fabulously. Good looking clip towards square leg. The fielder saw it late, and they'll push for 2, maybe even 3. No, they'll stick to 2. It was Jay Seth out there. Didn't pick up the ball.
With 153 in 13.5 overs, still 6 more overs to go. Most likely see another 200 plus score. And the problem for the Rajkot Thunders team is they have to chase down a total against bowlers like Salman Salim, Shiraz Ahmed Pia, Muhammad Zahid Ali. That's an express pace battery right there. It's not going to be easy.
Most certainly a lot of quality in this Karwan side. Can they break their run of trophyless tournaments? We've seen TVSL emerge from the shadows, and Karwan CC, they've always been knocking on the door, always making it to the grand final or semis. Will they go that extra step in the Arabian Cricket League? 154 for 1. Dipesh Rajgor back into the attack, this time from the academy end. The sole wicket taker on the day, getting Furqan Khalil caught at wideish mid-on. So 6 overs to go, and I feel that Karwan is going to go into overdrive here, Abdur Rahman.
69 of 32. 6 more overs to go from here. As you said, would be eyeing the 100 mark.
Oh.
Well, if he keeps batting like that, that 100 is going to come very quickly. Another pickup shot deposited outside off stump towards mid-wicket for a maximum.
Well, good old-fashioned swipe there towards cow corner from Karwan. Such a clean striker of the ball. 75 of 33. ...123 runs added in just 61 balls. Going at 12 RPO. This time another harder flick. There is protection out there. So he has plenty of time to reach that milestone.
The question here is going to be, is Muazzam Hayat going to try to match him shot for shot? They have a lot of time, both of them. We can see 200s with 5 more overs to go.
Well, that would be something incredible indeed. Even for the Arabian Cricket League, we're yet to see a centurion. We've seen a 90-odd score, not 100. Good Yorker length delivery, dug out only for one, and Moazzam is doing the smart thing. He's feeding the strike to Qamar.
Yeah, they don't need to go all guns blazing from both ends just yet. 5 more overs to go. Good score already, 162 on the board. And those projected scores just keep going up.
Yeah, looking very ominous indeed. This time a helicopter flick into the academy for 6.
Well, just before that single he had taken, he was trying that shot, shadow practicing it on the non-striker's end, and he's backed his ability. This time he's connected and connected well. We've seen the helicopter shot. I'll tell you what, Ahmed Khwaja, I have a feeling that no-look flick over square leg is next.
Well, we might need a helicopter to fetch the ball next time. Goes for it again. He's showing off a bit here now. And you can see those indoor cricketers inside saying, what is going on? What was that thunderous sound? It was a 6 from Karwan from Oval 2. That's how you do it.
132 run partnership for the second wicket. It's been a day of partnerships, big partnerships. It was Ali Abid and Salman Khan in the game before this one. Now it's Moazzam and Karwan.
Outside edge, and he's been taken. Was trying to force the ball through cover point. A feather edge and safely taken. So Dipesh strikes once again. Moazzam with a fine innings. This time it was too close to cut. And there you can see, safe as houses was the wicketkeeper. So the second wicket is down for Karwan CC. Moazzam Hayat departs for 64 of 42. Very pleasant, fluent innings. 169 for 2.
Well, 169 on the board. Second wicket falling right at the last ball of the 15th over. Brilliant partnership between Moazzam Hayat and Karwan. And the Rajkot Thunder as well. They're not going to see any ease of pain if the man who's just walked in has his say. It's Amir Hamza, number 18 on his back. Hard hitting batsman. And Karwan, 83 not out. What a knock. Coming in at number 3. He's enjoying himself. The helicopter shots are out. The no-look shots are out. And when he's batting like that, he's such a difficult batsman to bowl to.
Jersey number 4, J. New bowler, jersey number 4, J.
New bowler, J. Jay Seth went for 17 in his first over. Can he recover against Karwan? 83 for him of 36 delivery. Charges down the track. Goes straight. Will that be a catch? No. Just hits the hand. He's done well. And not conceded a boundary. Karwan gets a life. Hit very, very straight. You have to say the fielder has done well to get a hand to it. Not easy, those chances. Well, Amir Hamza comes on strike for the first time. Big wind up, ball in the air, mid wicket is settling under it. No, that's a poor effort. He didn't go for the catch. There was no risk for a boundary. That ball was never going to go for 4. As a fielder, you have to make an effort. The keeper looking at him and asking him, why have you not attempted that catch? That would have been a big wicket. This could be the difference between a 230, 240 finish and maybe a 200-ish finish for the Karwan Cricket Club. Amir Hamza, you can say, has survived. .84 for Karwan. It's a short delivery. Plays it towards cover but get a single. They look a bit tired, the Rajkot Thunders. Even right at the edge of the circle, all the fielders. So the batsmen know that's an easy single right there. But a good over so far. Just the 3 runs off it. A drop chance. And an opportunity created against Amir Hamza as well. Again a short delivery. Pulls it hard. Didn't get all of it. The inner half of the bat. And good running between the wickets. Amir Hamza gets 2. You can see from that shot selection and that mindset, they're going to go aggressive against the fast bowlers. Width given, hit hard, straight down the ground. And it's Banti Nandi. He's a very good cricketer, Banti. Just a single taken. Oh, the bowler is very lucky as well. Could have easily ricocheted off that boot or the ankle. Good over so far from Jay. Can he finish well? No, just as we say that he should have finished that over well. He's bowled a wide, an extra ball, an extra run. Hit back straight to the bowler. Well, it would be cruel to call that a cotton ball chance, but in the end a single taken. So good over, steady over from Jay comes to an end. 177 for 2 Karwan at the end of 16. A change in bowlers. Gurjan coming into bowl from the ICC Academy end. And a change in voices. Sharjeel joins me in the comm box to take us to the end of the innings. Welcome, Sharjeel.
Thank you so much, Abdul Rahman. Gurjat had an expensive first 2 overs, 18 runs off it. Can he provide that breakthrough for Rajkot? This one hit away well. There's a fielder. They will want to come back for the second and will get it quite comfortably.
Well, they've chanced that second run on the throw and they've succeeded But that's a big, big boundary. If you're right at the edge on the rope, that's an easy two. And Kamarawan, well, he wants to get back on strike. He's on 88, 2 hits away from a well-deserved 100, the first 100 of this ICC Academy Arabian Cricket League.
Well, this one hit well. Again to the same fielder. They wouldn't want to challenge him right now. So far, Kamar has made sure that he gets Karwan to a good score. And if he stays there for at least the next 3 overs and finishes off well, it will be good for Karwan.
Yeah, he needs to get the bulk of the strike. But that man on your screen, Amir Hamza, he's no mug with the bat. Can match Kamar shot for shot. He gets going. That 220, 230 total looking very likely. Short ball. It's in the air. There's a fielder settling under it. He's taken the catch. But then he's dropped the ball right in front of the ropes. Well, Sharjeel, would you call that a 6 saved or a catch drop?
Well, I'm just waiting for the call because I feel he's crossed the ropes. Luckily, he's put it in just in time.
Yeah. Runs called by the umpire. Not given as 6 or 4. That means the fielder has done well.
Well, this one again in style and has gone for a maximum.
While Kamarawan does not leave anything to doubt or chance. That ball has gone over the boundary rope, right into the parking lot. No doubt about that, maximum.
But definitely everyone needs to be insured when Kamarawan is playing. Just 1 hit away from reaching the triple figure mark.
Well, Shajil, while they're waiting for the ball to come in, that's a very interesting point you've brought up about insuring your cars. Some long time back when we used to play in Quwain, open parking lots, the cars parked right next to the grounds. There were about 12, 13 grounds in that vicinity. And they mentioned that very clearly. Make sure your car is insured, especially your windscreen, because we're not going to give any coverage for that.
It has to be that way. Luckily, Kamarawan was not part of that Quwain circuit. This one hit away well. Very good looking shot. Will go for a boundary.
I'll tell you what. We've seen the brute power. But this is an amazing cricketing shot. There were 2 fielders deep. One at deep point. One at deep cover. And he's bisected them perfectly. Placed it in the gap. And gotten a boundary, and with that moves on to 99. Can he be the first centurion of this Arabian Cricket League?
Well, Gujarat right now, 14 runs off his over, 1 more delivery to go. Kamar playing on 99. Steady run rate of 11 and a half going on for them. Karwan is surely in the driving seat, so 1 hit away. And gets it quite comfortably. Single to bring up his 100.
Well, he deserves the applause. Soak it in. 100 of 44 deliveries. It was the last ball of the over. He's done the right thing as well. Taken the single. Didn't go for that flashy 6 to get 100. 44 deliveries, 9 sixes. But more importantly, just the 7 dot balls. He's rotated strike as well. Very, very good knock by Kamarawan.
Well, end of 17 overs, 192 for 2.
Jay said 25 of his 2 overs, bowled a good over before this. It's a full toss. Has he found the fielder? Well, that was the only way to get him out. Bowl a full toss right near his waist and he'll give you his wicket.
Well, what a way to get out. He scored 100. He made sure Karwan is in the driving seat. Look at that. Waistline full toss for him. This time the fielder is making no mistake. Grabbing onto that. Kept his eyes on the ball. And finally got the wicket of Kamar. So 192 for 3.
Well, the new batsman walking in is Sardar Bazat. Another hard hitter will be on strike, even though the batsman crossed under the new rules at the ICC. New batsman will take strike.
This one bowled in well. There is an appeal. Goes in safely.
I think we're just trying to throw the umpire off, appealing, hoping it hit his pads or something. You're not gonna beat the eagle eyes of Vipin Singh. Wide given. No, they've taken back that decision. Sardar Bazat charges down the track and hits it straight over long on for a maximum. What a way to get off the mark.
Well, he's not going to take any time to settle in. Starts off with a 6. Look at that. Confidently danced down the track and hit it a long way.
Sardar Bazat is one of those rare players can bat both ways. When he's sent in sometimes just to stop a collapse, he'll take his time, settle in, get the 1s and 2s before he cuts loose. He doesn't have the luxury of time here. And he started off well. Again charges down the track, hits it towards mid-wicket. It's racing away. The fielder has done well. But they take 3. That's a good fielding effort.
Certainly saved a run. Good looking shot there. The fielder was racing towards it, fuming towards that ball. Got there just at the nick of time. And the 200 with that comes up for the Karwan CC.
Well, 201, 7 wickets in hand. Slower delivery. Amir Hamza had no clue what was happening. Interesting, no appeal from the bowler.
I think the bowler was sure was hitting his pad away from the line of stump. So they wouldn't want to get into that. And right now, comfortably 11.5 runs and over, 201. Things are looking very good for the Karwan CC. Rajkot Thunders, they will have to chase it down. And this one pulled up really well and will go for a boundary.
Oh yeah, change of field, square leg, moved almost towards mid-wicket, but he's found the gap and he's placed that perfectly. Amir Hamza, another expensive over comes through, and 205 for the loss of 3 wickets at the end of 18. Well, Banti Nandi comes into bowl. Off spinner bowling the 19th over against Sardar Bazad and Amir Hamza. Sharjeel, this might be a very, very big gamble and has almost paid off. The keeper has fluffed a chance to stump Sardar Bazad.
Well, the fielding of Rajkot Thunders has been a very, very unhealthy one today. Everyone is fumbling around, even the keeper. Opportunities come in very rarely when Karwan CC is batting. And today Rajkot Thunders is feeling that tremendously.
Well, going across the right-hander and given as wide by the umpire, Shiju Sam.
But right now Bundy needs to make sure that doesn't give away too many runs in this over. And it starts off, it goes a long way. Can't wait for that. It is a mighty 6.
Well, Amir Hamza against spinners is probably the best matchup. And clearly the Rajkot Thunders had no idea. It was in the slot. He's picked it from outside off stump, gone straight down the ground and gets a maximum.
Well, same ball, almost similar result, and that goes a long way. 4 a 6 again. 2 back-to-back 6s.
Well, just checking with the fielder. Yeah, it was a 4. Shiju Sam changing his decision. Let's have a look. Found the gap nicely. Yeah, just inside the rope. Some clean hitting from Amir Hamza. Batting at a strike rate of more than 200. Loves batting against spinners. This might be a decision that might backfire for the Rajkot Thunders.
Well, they're constantly going in at 10 to 12 runs and over. The last 2 overs very vital for Karwan CC. So Bunty needs to make sure the next 3 balls are dot. Well, the umpire showing some football skills.
Oh yeah, the Premier League going on. And Shiju Sam, maybe he's a Chelsea supporter. Getting in some fancy footwork. 3 crucial deliveries here. Banti Nandi against Amir Hamza. Gets the outside edge. It goes over the fielder. He had no clue. And it goes for 4 runs. Unlucky for Banti Nandi.
Well, you can see the disappointment on Banti Nandi's face. The fielder was just looking up in the air. He had no idea where the ball was going. And this time, 221 has come in for Karwan CC. Amir Hamza 23 of 9. And this time goes one more. All the way for a mighty 6.
Well, Sharjeel, today has probably been the most expensive day in the history of ICC. I think they've lost about 30 odd balls in total. Mr. Iftikhar Ali, he's been holding that box of balls like it's a box of sweets for Diwali, handing them out to the umpires in almost every over.
Well, there's about Dhanteras. Runs are coming in as gold coins for them. And 46 runs in Banti Nandi's bowling so far. One more delivery to go. And he's praying it doesn't get hit for another 6.
Well, this is why I was questioning. Why would you bring in the spinner with Amir Hamza batting? 22 runs conceded already. One more delivery to go. 227 on the board already.
Well, this time flatter. And between the fielders, a boundary coming in.
Well, Banti Nandi shakes his head. And my friend, you're not the only bowler in the UAE who's seen the brunt of Amir Hamza. This was a poor decision by the captain to bring in a spinner on the 19th over. 231 on the board. 26 runs off the 19th over. Well, look at those bowling analysis right there. Only Waqas Ilyas, the bowler who's gone for less than 10 and over. And our stats guru right next to us, he's told us there have been 14 sixes and 17 boundaries in this inning so far. And to rub salt into the wounds, they'll have to bring one fielder into the circle because they are way behind the over rate. Nothing going right for Rajkot Thunders.
But at least Bunty Nandi will have this 50 under his name. 50 runs given away by him. Not a pleasant sight for any bowler.
Well, we've seen at least 4 bowlers today. Mudassir Ali, Hafiz Afridi, giving away more than 50 runs in their 4 overs. Saqib Mahmood, the captain, giving away 63 for vision shipping. And now it's Sardar Bazad, who's gone ballistic from the other end. He gets a boundary.
Well, boundary to start the 19th over. Sardar Bazad has just been thinking, if Amir Hamza is doing it, I can do it better.
Well, Shajir, today has been a special day. 242 runs in the first innings, chased down in 18.3. 246 was the second highest total, the highest total in this tournament. And now Karwan 11 runs away from breaking that record, all in the space of less than 12 hours.
Well, I think it is going to be possible. And a wide called away. So Jay not having a good day with the ball. This partnership between Sardar and Amir in quick time has gone to 44 between the two of them. So I think they will get to that 250 mark if they keep going at this pace.
Well, just 14 runs needed from here to get to that 250 mark. Wide outside off stump, slashes hard, and he gets a boundary. Well, the old saying, if you want to slash, slash hard. That's exactly what Sardar Bazad has done.
Effortless shot from him. Just waited, made room, then slashed it away. Single-handed there. He's got that boundary quite comfortably. So the final over is also looking in the favour of Karwan CC. It's going to be a very interesting scorecard today for Karwan and for Rajkot Thunders.
With a change of field now, they've brought in square leg, taken deep third man. That one extra fielder in the circle, how much does that hurt the bowling side, especially in the 20th over? Going for the full delivery, going for some fancy footwork as well. Not learning the bowler, and he's given away a run, and Amir Hamza will be back on strike to face the last 3 deliveries.
Well, for Rajkot Thunders, when the going gets tough, it gets even tougher for them now. They were happy with Sardar Bazad on strike, but now Amir Hamza has come on strike. We've seen the previous over and what they did with Bunty Nandi.
A good delivery there, but you have to say Sardar Bazad has missed out on a boundary. Both fielders on the leg side in the circle. Amir Hamza going for that big shot. Fielder settling underneath it and takes a very good catch.
And finally, the Dipesh Rajgor made no errors this time. And this time, a wicket has fallen. Rajkot Thunders, at least a little relief on their face.
Well, Amir Hamza walks back after a brilliant cameo. 33 of just 12 deliveries, 275 strike rate. 2 more balls to go. The new batsman is going to be Ghulam Murtaza, another hard hitter. He will be on strike. 241 for 4 with 2 more deliveries to go. Two deliveries to go. 5 runs to get to the highest total of this SkyExchange.net ICC Academy Arabian Cricket League powered by Fan Code. The bowler is in a hurry. They want to get it over and done with. Send the batsman in to do the job. And it's Ghulam Murtaza. All the power just doesn't stop in this Karwan lineup. Right on cue, goes straight down the ground for a maximum. 247 on the board, the highest total in this Arabian Cricket League.
Well, it's not the highest score yet. It's leveled with the highest score. So one more run, which is pretty much doable. This will be the highest score in the Arabian Cricket League 2022.
Well, can he get a wicket and put a halt to that conversation? We'll have to see. It's Ghulam Murtaza, first ball over the fielder for a maximum, and they've taken the single. Well, there it is then, 248, the highest total in this SkyExchange.net ICC Academy Arabian Cricket League, powered by Fan Code. And what an innings it has been, powered by Karwan's 100 and a 50 from Muazzam Hayat. Brilliant lower order hitting from Amir Hamza and Sardar Bazad. And the Rajkot Thunders, well, they have their work cut out. They'll need to score 249 to win this game. That's the batting card right there. Furqan Khalil, 18 of 13. Probably the slowest innings in that scorecard. 64 of 42 for Muazzam Hayat. Karwan, 45 deliveries for his 100. You hardly see a 100 with a strike rate of 200 and above. That's one of those. Amir Hamza, 33 of 12. And then Sardar Bazat, 17 of 7. Ghulam Murtaza didn't waste time at all. First ball, 6, then a single. 248 in the allotted 20 overs. Just the 4 wickets lost. And the only good thing about that bowling performance was there were just 9 extras.
Well, bowling lineup of Rajkot Thunders, not looking impressive. Bunty Nandi, 50 runs to his name. And wicket-wise, it's been only Dipesh Rajgore and Jay Seth who's picked up 2 wickets each. From Mammoth, 248 for 4 by Karwan CC. We will be back in a short while to see how this chase comes in for Rajkot Thunders.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the second innings of match number 7. Rajkot Thunders versus the Karwan Cricket Club. If you're just joining us, the Karwan Cricket Club won the toss, decided to bat first. An interesting choice, especially in that evening game. And that was a good choice in the end. 248 runs scored in the allotted 20 overs. And Rajkot Thunders will have to go one up, score the highest total of this Sky Exchange.net ICC Academy Arabian Cricket League to win this game. 249 runs needed at a required run rate of 12.45. Well, if you've been following us today, you know it is possible to chase a big total down. The Vision Shipping making light work of 242 runs scored by the Galleon Cricket Club, chasing it down in 18.3 overs. And it's going to be Banty Nandi. Well, he opened the bowling, now opening the batting for the Rajkot Thunder. Well, it's Vipul Ramesh, the opener. He's on strike. And the bowler is Shiraz Ahmed. Well, if you've seen him bowl, he has the tendency of starting with a wide swinging delivery just like that. And it's the Batman, Furqan Khalil, behind the stumps, saving a certain boundary. As I welcome Sharjeel into the comm box.
Well, it is going to be really tough for Karwan CC if they have to restrict this run flow. They've already got the highest total at the Arabian Cricket League 2022. They need to be very particular about how they're bowling to Banty Nandi, because once he gets going, it's going to be a little tough to stop him.
Yeah, like space on the ball, Banty Nandi. Stylish right-handed opening batsman. Rajkot Thunders will want him to get going. Yeah, swinging delivery right on the money, Shiraz Ahmed. After that first ball going for wide, he's found his radar quickly. And Banty Nandi has done well to get some bat on that.
But he needs to stick to that same momentum and line length. Becomes a lot easier for him, and especially if Karwan wants to win it with a big margin, every bowler of theirs will have to be really good at where they're bowling in.
What's Sharjeel? Shiraz Ahmed again coming down the leg side, given as wide. Just going back to a few weeks, Karwan Cricket Club knocked out of that semi-final spot because of net run rate against the Vision Shipping. So as you said, they'll want to win, and they'll want to win big. This is a very tight group. The Vision Shipping in this group, Galleon Cricket Club in this group as well. Some strong sides here. You want to win big, get that net run rate up from the start.
You know, Karwan is a team that always likes to stay on top. They would want to continue that momentum they've had in UAE. Well, that was a chance coming in. The keeper too far away from his reach, but a very good effort there by him.
Well, we know Furqan Khalil can cover a lot of ground, but when you are defending a total like 248 and you've got a bowler like Shiraz Ahmed with international pedigree behind him, you need to attack, get that first slip in, give the bowler the confidence to get a couple of wickets. Babar Iqbal, the captain, standing at gully. I would like to see that traditional first slip.
Well, that's the kind of bowl he needs to bowl in a lot regularly. making it tough for Whipple. Bunty is off the mark. Whipple yet trying to make his effort too.
Well, Shiraz Ahmed coming back into the circuit after a long break. And he's been working heavily on his fitness. That has been the only question mark about Shiraz Ahmed Pia. Whether he's fit enough to play cricket on a regular basis. And he looks fit, looks quick. Played the Abu Dhabi T10. Was one of the highest wicket takers. Playing under the captaincy of certain DJ Bravo, the champion.
Well, this one picked away over the fielder. We'll get a couple. Long chase there. And they've come back for 3. Good running between the wickets between Whipple and Bunty.
Yeah, the dew settling in on this outfield. Usually lightning quick. But the ball getting a bit heavy, getting wet as it rolls on the carpet. As you said, Shajil, some good running between the wickets. 3 runs. Steady start. 7 off the first over already.
Still a mammoth 242 runs away. Rajkot Thunders still have a long way to go. I think it will be upon the run rate that the Rajkot Thunders will be working on.
Well, again down the leg side. Given as wide. Sardar Bazad had no clue. Thought it was going to the boundary. But it's again that man, Furqan Khalil, behind the stumps. Getting a good workout. Not that he's enjoying it. Seems to have hurt his shoulder. Landing on that right shoulder.
It becomes really tough as a keeper. You have to be very quick with your reflexes and they can hurt themselves quite easily. Right now, 2 more deliveries to go in the first over. 9 runs off it so far.
Bulk of the runs coming as extras this time. Right on the stumps. That's what the captain wants him to do. Keep targeting those 3 stumps right there. And when Shiraz Ahmed finishes over, they have to face certain Zahid Ali and Salman Salim, both very quick. So that onslaught of pace is not going to stop for the Rajkot Thunder.
Well, final ball of the first over coming in. This one down the leg side, given a wide again.
Well, Shajil, I was going to just stop you there and say, don't call that the last ball of the over. And Shiraz Ahmed, he's bowled another wide. 8 deliveries in this over already. A long first over. They've got 4 fast bowlers. The Karwan Cricket Club, 9 deliveries, beg your pardon. 4 fast bowlers, 1 spinner.
Well, it's going to be tough for them. They have a very good pace attack, but again, the line length they need to focus on. Well, a very good ball there. A very good ball to end the over. 11 runs on the board. First over down.
Well, 7 extras already in the first over. Rajkot Thunders conceded 9 in their entire innings. So that one place they can do the Karwan Cricket Club better, at least in the extras department. And a big total in front of them. Even after that good start, 11 off the first over, they still need 238 runs.
Bowler Sharma.
bowler to broadcaster bowler Salman.
Okay, thank you, sir.
The new bowler, another left armer, Salman Salim, slightly different in the way he approaches his bowling. Salman goes across the right-handed batsman rather than bringing the ball in.
It's going to be interesting to see, can he cover up for the first over bowled? Oh, well, that was very, very good delivery. Vipul has no idea where it has gone through.
Oh yeah, I think Vipul was expecting that ball to come in, having faced Shiraz Ahmed from the ICC Academy end, and Salman Salim, a different proposition altogether. The ball was quick as well. Beat the batsman, landing right in front of Furqan Khalil. He's having a torrid time behind the stumps already. Just 7 deliveries into the second innings.
Well, this one dropped down. Was an opportunity there. Vipul could have taken the long walk back. Salman producing a beautiful edge.
Well, I'll tell you what, Salman Salim is very unlucky because the man who's dropped the catch, his nickname is Jaunty, Zahid Ali, one of the best fielders in the UAE, stationed at first slip, get the outside edge, and they've grasped it.
Well, things look in favor of the Rajkot Thunders. This one is gently played. An opportunity there, but will go safely. They will pick up a single. So far, Rajkot Thunders, slow, gradual up for them. 7 extras in the first over. Karwan trying to take a little while to settle in, to get the right line and length.
Oh, good bowling by Salman. Just the 1 run. They need to score 13 and over. The Rajkot Thunders in the power play. Dot balls are not going to help at all. Banti Nandi just struggling a bit.
But right now, Bunty, no, he's not had a good day with the ball today. With the bat, would want to cover that up at least. 50 runs in his bowling so far. Salman steaming in. This one, a little bit higher for him, impossible for him to play. Right through the batsman. So there is a lot of base power coming in. And Rajkot Thunders have to take a back foot on it.
Well, the Karwan Cricket Club, one of the best pace batteries in this Arabian Cricket League, and you can see why. Salman Salim, he might be short in stature, but he's quick and gets good bounce off the surface as well. That was a snorter to Banti Nandi.
But this one picked up and it is going over. Long chase there. We'll get there in time. We'll pick up a couple.
Well, Muazzam Hayat has done really well. Puts in the slide on this greasy outfield. Was wide outside off stump. Banti Nandi chased it. And he gets a couple of runs. So end of over number 2. Score moves on to 14 for Rajkot. Our stats guru right next to us tells us in this high scoring doubleheader on Saturday, Salman Salim has bowled the most economical over with 3 runs coming off it. What a day of cricket we've had, Shajil. 242 runs in the first innings of the first match, chased down in 18.3. And then Karwan Cricket Club going one better, scoring 248 in their 20 overs. And now it's on the Rajkot Thunders. Can they better it? Swinging in. He's cut that really hard. Third man giving chase, but they'll go for a boundary.
Well, that was a very well hit, very well struck shot from Whipple. Made some room for himself. He's cut it away really well. First boundary coming in for the Rajkot Thunders. Things are not looking good for Karwan so far. Shiraz Ahmed has not had a very good first over. Too many extras, 7 extras coming in. Right now, he's greeted with a boundary.
Shiraz Ahmed just struggling a bit with his line. Swinging delivery. Just not able to find those stumps, Shiraz Ahmed. He's either bowling wide of off stump or going down the leg side. That man with the towel. Another fast bowler, Ghulam Murtaza. It's a 4-man pace battery.
But it will be very overwhelming to see how Rajkot Thunders come around it. A lot of pace coming in from Karwan CC. Right now they need to be focused on picking up wickets. Shiraz needs to derail this batting of Rajkot Thunders. This one moved away through the batsman and the keeper. Only a single. So every alternate ball of Shiraz, if you notice, Abdurrahman, is actually better.
Well, that's an interesting stat. Maybe the teams watching will realize that when they come to face him in the next few games. Just target every odd delivery. First ball, third ball, fifth ball of the over. But he followed the batsman and went through him. Very difficult for Furqan. He was unsighted right till the end. Done well to get some glove on that. Furqan Khalil having a tough time behind the stumps today.
Well, like we said, every alternate ball there is some excitement. Football is greeted with a boundary.
Yeah, this time on the pads, Whipple, Banty 90, beg your pardon, just whipping him off his legs. Nobody down at square leg. They've got a very fine leg fielder.
Well, now it's going to be ball number 5. So we'll have to see how that goes. Shiraz 19 runs to his names. Can he pick up a wicket? And this one down the leg side, ball to wide again.
He's arguing with the umpire. Shiju Sam, who's got a big smile on his face. He's saying he's hit something. And Shiju Sam says no. Wide given. Well, Sharjeel, they've already exceeded the number of extras that Rajkot Thunder had bowled. We're just in the third over. 9 extras from Rajkot, 9 extras already from Karwan. 17.2 overs to go from here.
And it is going to be very tough for Karwan strikers if they keep going at this pace. This This one bowled it really well. Bunty wanted a single, but Whipple said no, go back. It's too close.
Well, Whipple was holding his bat like a baby, cradling it. You're not going to get a single if you're holding the bat like that. You have to be ready to take off. It's not a bad idea from Banty. Has a boundary, got the wide. Now get the quick single. Keep rotating strike. And it's going to be a long, long night, Sharjeel.
Well, definitely 17 more overs to go after this. Have to see how things go ahead for Rajkot Thunders. The final ball coming in for Shiraz is over. It's all pumped up. And this one, leading edge, fielder, no one. There is a mix up there.
Well, we've seen that happen before in international cricket. Yours, mine, ours, no one takes the catch in the end. It was in the air. It was a good delivery. It was Moazzam Hayat's chance. Amir Hamza just running. And in the end, there's no clear sighting, no clear call. Another long over comes to an end. 3 overs down, 25 for no loss, Rajkot. Salman continues from the school end.
This one, it's a short nip there. Good fielding. So far, they need to pick up the pace of bowling in the overs. Right now, Karwan is playing really, really slow. They are taking their time. They understand, I think, that they can make sure that the total is not chased, but they can't take it for granted.
Well, absolutely. Almost 20 minutes to bowl the first 3 overs. And if they keep going at this rate, they'll have to bring a fielder in as early as maybe the 15th over. Guided down to third man for a single. The fielding side does get a lot of allowances, especially when a batsman like Karwan is batting and the ball keeps going into the parking lot. But even then, we saw the Rajkot Thunders get a penalty. The last over, they had 5 fielders in the circle. And even though they are defending a big total, as you said, Sharjeel, you don't want to get into the habit of bowling slowly in the power play, especially.
Right now, the required run rate was way above what they've achieved. And this one, again, very good ball there by Salman, but not able to get that thin edge.
Well, Banty Nandi just playing from his crease. Now just shadow practicing. Get that front foot out. And he wafted that delivery outside off stump. As you said, very lucky not to get the outside edge. A pack slip Corden. This is a field right out of a test match in Lords. 2 slips, a gully. Again swinging away from the right-hander, targeting those stumps. Salman, and they've taken the single.
This seems to be going tough for Karwan CC. Rajkot Thunders taking their time, Bunty and Whipple to settle down. Both of them not in a rush. Right now, they need to hit the accelerator, get a lot more runs, will become a lot more easier for them, because once the power play is over, things will get tougher.
Salman again targeting the stumps. And Sharjeel, as a batting side, you have to question which bowler do you target. And when you're chasing a total like this, the answer is everyone. Probably one bowler going for 8.5, 9 runs and over would be okay. But the others, you have to target, go all guns blazing. There's no point in finishing the 20 overs at 120 for the loss of 3 wickets. Doesn't help the cause.
And we know Karwan is playing with 4 pacers. So they might not give them the opportunity of a spinner. This one bowled in well. Batsman had lost the ball completely.
Well, the batsman lost the ball and Salman Salim lost his footing, was on the floor. Another good over comes to an end. Just the 3 runs off it. Very economical spell so far from Salman. 28 for no loss. Rajkot at the end of 4. Well, Zahid Ali comes into bowl and on the money straight away.
Well, this is going to be a very tough chase for the Rajkot Thunders. See Salman, now Zahid coming in. Still one more pacer to come in. It's going to be very tough for them to get to that 248. Still 221 runs away and almost half of what the run rate is.
Well, 221 runs in the allotted 20 overs itself is a big total. They've already lost 5 overs. Babar Iqbal trying to go for that catch. In the end, the ball landing safely. They take 2.
Well, Zahid, this one produced nothing. We had an opportunity which could have come in.
Sharjeel getting very excited. And rightly so. Zahid Ali in full flow is an exciting sight for us here in the comm box. Beating the outside edge.
Well, we are waiting for Salman and Zahid to start picking up wickets. And Karwan will be heavily dependent on all the 4 pacers. But this one up in the air and lands safely.
Shiraz Ahmed just saying he didn't pick it. You do have to question the positioning of the players. Shiraz Ahmed at mid-on as a fast bowler. Not the most nimble in the field. Right at the edge of the circle. Again, when you're defending such a big total, when the required run rate is almost touching 15, why would you be right at the edge of the circle? The batsmen are not trying to hit boundaries. Get in, try to get that wicket.
I think the only thing Karwan CC need to figure out today is work on the fielding. This one played really safely by Whipple. Both of them restricting. Whipple playing on 9 runs and 13 deliveries, Bunty on 13 of 16. So they're trying to set themselves in, but it's more than a run the ball coming in for them.
Well, they're setting themselves up for an impossible task of batting at 15 runs and over from here right to the end of the innings. The power play almost done and dusted. Just 31 runs on the board.
Well, another opportunity gone down. Will go for the boundary. So finally, the second boundary coming in for Rajkot Thunders off the bat.
And again, Sharjeel, no second slip. Zahid Ali beating the outside edge on numerous occasions. The captain has not given him an aggressive field. 5 overs done, 35 for no loss. And outside edge is the most productive shot of the day so far for Rajkot Thunders. Well, it's the big man, Ghulam Murtaza, with the ball, and big man, Ahmed Khwaja, joins me in the comm box.
Thank you very much, Abdur Rahman. Sedate start, but a positive start here for the Thunders. This has been uppercut towards a deep third. So Bunty Nandi looking to spend time at the crease. Whipple has not looked too bad either.
Well, just the 2 boundaries in that 36. Both of them coming from the outside edge. Racing down to third man.
Yeah, some of the field settings have not been ideal. Also, the new ball bowlers for Karwan, they've looked to bowl dot deliveries rather than wicket-taking deliveries. Fair enough that you've kept the required run rate under control, the current run rate rather, but I'd like to see them to be a bit more attacking, target the stumps, look for the outside edge. Extra bounce, and he's been caught behind. That's a brute of a delivery from Ghulam Murtaza. There you go, Abdur Rahman.
Well, the lucky charm was Ahmed Khwaja. He's walked into the comm box and a wicket has fallen. Ghulam Murtaza, new addition to this Karwan Cricket Club bowling setup, and he's produced a result. Vipul Mehta has to go back for 13 of 15, 36 for the loss of 1 wicket now, Rajkot. A new batsman walking in is Gurdeep. Ghulam Murtaza gets a wicket first up. And Ahmed, just on that point about the field placing as well, you did mention that Karwan at crunch occasions falls short. Ended the season trophyless last year. And this is where they miss out, that attacking captaincy, aggressive field placing, aggressive bowling changes.
Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. That's been the syndrome for Karwan. It's a big name in the UAE domestic scene. Down the leg side, trying to target the body of Gurdeep there, Ghulam Murtaza. Of course, it is a left hand, right hand combination, so it will take some adjustment. They just need to get the formula right in the big knockout games. They have the talent, they have the bowling depth and batting ability. It's just about putting it all together when it really counts.
Absolutely. And the other question is the team balance. Do you go with the 4 pacers in every game, or do you bring in a frontline spinner?
Well, in my opinion, Abdurrahman, you must have a wrist spinner and a left arm spinner in your T20 side, along with the 3 pacers and perhaps the 4th bowling all-rounder. They have the bowling all-rounders in Ghulam Murtaza, Amir Hamza, Karwan, but where is that left arm tweaker? Where is that leggy? That will complete your bowling attack.
Well, the names you've just taken, add Salman, Salim, Shiraz Ahmed and Zahid Ali, and they've got 6 pacers. The only question here is, do they have enough time to finish the 20 overs? I don't think so.
Yeah, they've overloaded the seam bowling. Just need a bit of balance. Glided away with a lot of control. Oh, very close to the edge, Shiraz Ahmed. Sheepish grin. But if that had kissed the rope, I'm sure Ghulam Murtaza would not have been amused.
Well, even Babar Iqbal right behind the bowler has a smile on his face. All good in the end. And just finishing that conversation around the team balance, I'm 100% on board with what you're saying. At least have a left arm spinner in your lineup, because that's the only bowler that does not get disturbed with the wet ball.
He can always be used within the power play as well, turning the ball away from the righties. Had a dip at that one, Gurdeep, just going across him. Given as a wide, bit of a harsh call there. And also the intensity levels. Fair enough, you've smashed 248. Karwan had a day, as did Moazzam. But you have to be switched on 100% of the time against any opposition. That's what champion sides like Brothers Gas in the past, or Future Matters, or Interglobe Marine especially, they never take any opposition lightly. They go through their paces with 100% focus.
Yeah, that's why they win the big trophies, Ahmed Khwaja. All those teams you've mentioned, champion sides in their own right. Ghulam Murtaza struggling against the left-hander, another wide. A lot of extras bowled here. And you'll notice that all the teams you've mentioned, they have that one international quality spinner, so to speak. You need that in your lineup.
Absolutely. Future Matters have had UAE internationals, a star-studded lineup. Mohammad Usman, Ali Shan Sharfu, Aryan Lakra, young Haider Wasi Shah is making waves as well. Rohan Mustafa, Umair Ali Khan, they're very experienced at the top level. And they know how to step up to the mark. Hitting the splice of the bat there. Very good over from Ghulam to open up. Still one delivery to go. And TVSL have recently shown that killer instinct as well, winning the ICC Academy Summer Cup, and that run chase earlier today. That was absolutely stunning.
Yeah, just that point you mentioned. Never take any opposition lightly. Never take any score lightly. I'm sure the Galleon Cricket Club, when they walked out at 242, must have thought the match is in the bag. Drop some catches. Intensity in the field lacking, as you said. And man, did Salman Khan make them pay. What a knock. What a partnership with Ali Abid.
Meanwhile, power play is concluded. 41 for 1 Rajkot Thunders.
Well, the power play done and dusted. 41 on the board. And they've taken almost 40 minutes to bowl those 6 overs in the power play. 12 extras, obviously not helping. They've bowled 8, maybe 9 overs in the process. And not even a single 6 so far. So they're not going to get any allowances for the ball being lost, that's for sure.
Well, we just had a very detailed conversation about intensity levels, disciplines, your focus. Giving away 12 extras in 6 overs, that's just not good enough. Fair enough that Rajkot Thunders, they're not an elite side, so to speak. But you have to do the processes right if you want to make it count in the big semi-finals, in the grand finals. Especially on difficult wickets like these where runs are hard to control.
Oh yeah, in their group, they've got TVSL, they've got Galleon. Imagine bowling 12 extras to the batting power of Galleon. They're not going to let those extra deliveries go by. They're going to make those count.
On paper, there is absolutely no excuse for Karwan CC not to be among the hot contenders for the Arabian Cricket League title. Waqas Ali, Zahid Ali, Sardar Behzad, Amir Hamza, Karwan, Muazzam Hayat, Furqan Khalil. These are all household names in the UAE. This should be a catch at mid-off, settling, and he's grasped it. Well, Waqas Ali, one of the better fielders in the UAE, shelling a simple catch.
Well, intensity, focus, that is what we were talking about. It was in the air for a very long time. Babar Iqbal moving towards cover, getting in Waqas Ali, who's a safe fielder, but he's grasped an easy chance. It was Zahid Ali who dropped the first catch at slip. Seems to be contagious. They're dropping catches. It's not going to help their confidence as well.
Butterfingers all across Karwan CC. So, Bunty Nandi has been given a life. Zahid Ali, the aggrieved party, should have had a wicket to his name. Required run rate is already ballooning to 15 runs per over. And they've made Karwan Cricket Club earn these wickets. They haven't been gifted. Of course, it is a very long tournament. 16 teams, 2 groups of 8, 59 matches over the duration of 42 match days. Fair enough, you pick up 2 points, but the opposition will be studying you. They're following all of the action on CricTracker, on ICC Academy Facebook page, and on FanCode. They're analyzing their opposition.
Oh yeah, they must be watching these games, watching the performances as you mentioned, and picking up the small things. Just on that last single given, Gurdeep struggling with the bat, and they have deep cover out for him against Zahid Ali. Mind-boggling. Just giving away the easy singles.
Well, that is where the captain has to set the tone. He has to give the very famous expression, the hairdryer treatment, to his bowlers, to his fielders. Be switched on. If you're out here working hard for the victory, earn it. Put your best foot forward and show what you can deliver. Plenty of scouts, plenty of teams looking for new talent, budding talent. Everybody trying to build the best possible side and compete for silverware. Oh, inside edge, Gurdeep trying to play a big shot through the cover region. And that was a good in-swinger from Zahid Ali.
Yeah, the first ball to Gurdeep going away from him, this time bringing the ball in. Intelligent bowling from Zahid Ali. 45 runs on the board, just the 1 wicket down. And as I was saying just before the innings started, Ahmed Khwaja, Karwan got the poor side of a net run rate in that Summer Cup, got knocked out from that semi-final slot. You want to blow away the team in front of you, get a big margin of victory. 200 runs still needed, still a long way away, but you don't want them batting the full 20 overs.
Most certainly. This time drilled through wide-ish mid-on. Waqas Ali this time does a better job, but I'm sure he's still thinking about that dropped catch. And of course net run rate, well, we've seen it at the highest levels, haven't we? Net run rate time and again has given access to the knockout stages or left you on the way back to the airport time and again.
Yeah, the most infamous one very recently was Australia qualifying for the semi-finals of the World Cup right here in Dubai by the skin of their teeth. And boy, did they make that count, going on to win the championship in the end.
Too soon, Abdurrahman. Much too soon. Of course, they did take a hammering at the hands of the Kiwis. Who would have thought? Incredible start to the World T20, and the extras continue to pile up for Karwan CC.
Well, just on that game, the net run rate right now for Australia is -4. Going to be very difficult to recover from that.
And they're yet to play the 3 Lions. Sri Lanka also in good nick. Afghanistan are a dangerous side. So it's not going to be easy. They're going to have to battle for that slot in the semi-finals. And of course Zimbabwe. What a comeback story led by Sikandar Raza, who's been in incredible form the last 18 months. What a player he is.
Well, just on Sikandar Raza, I remember him playing right here in the UAE for Danube in 2013, 2014. What a rise for that superstar. End of over number 7 with that single. Score moves on to 48 for the loss of 1 wicket. Well, a change in bowling, and I think the captain has realized they're right behind that over rate, going really slow. So Babar Iqbal, the captain, has come in to bowl from the school end, getting some extra cushion on the leg side as well, the bigger boundary. And I've seen Banti Nandi bat against spinners. He's very good, uses his feet as well. Good start, just a single.
Well, his fast man didn't really deliver, only 1 wicket in 7 overs. So the captain taking the bull by the horns, so to speak. And like you mentioned, the over rate will be a concern. It's these little things. When you give away 15 extras in 7 overs of the one, naturally you will be behind the cutoff time.
We can now Stats Guru right next to us, telling us they are officially 3 overs behind. And has he taken a catch? Yes, it's that man, Karwan.
Well, is that Spider-Man fielding at deep mid-wicket? Wonderful catch there by the man of the moment. That's how you support your bowlers. That's how you make game-changing moments. Incredible catch at deep mid-wicket. Take a look here.
To the left-hander, the shorter side, the leg side boundary. I think he here was in the mood of celebrating a 6, but it's Karwan. Full stretch and then the jig. Unbelievable fielding right there. And a big wicket falls. 49 for 2 now in 7.2.
Kanda. Gurjit Kanda coming in at number 4.
Copy, thank you, sir.
Incredible fielding effort there by Kamarawan. He's had a day out all right. 100 of 45 deliveries and then a brilliant catch. He's the kind of man you want in your T20 side.
Absolutely. One of my favorite players here in the UAE. The true team man. You ask him to bat at 3, ask him to bat at 7, ask him to bat at 11. He won't say a word, just go and do the job.
He just loves his cricket. Absolutely spot on. And he will perform in every role as well. You can trust him with the ball. Excellent catcher in the outfield. And well, we saw his big striking ability already. He was peppering that ICC Academy car park. I was worried about Abdur Rahman's Porsche out there. Slip in place. Oh, outside edge. Well, Gurjan, not very convincing way to get off the mark. Right in the gap between first slip and the keeper.
Oh, Waqas Ali was not anticipating that ball at all. 50 coming up at a crawl for Rajkot Thunder. 7.3 overs. They're going at 6.7. They need 16 runs and over from here to make a game out of this.
Well, now he's crept in a bit closer, but he certainly doesn't feel like a natural in that slip cordon. That should have been Babar Iqbal's second wicket. Just bowling a touch wide there. Easy single gifted to Bunty, who's just about rolled into the 20s. So we have Babar operating from the school end. Who would you have from the academy end alongside him, Abdur Rahman?
We'll have to see. Maybe they bring in Amir Hamza or Ghulam Murtaza. Probably someone who's not got a very long run up, that's for sure.
Well, I would go for the man of the moment, Mr. Kamarawan himself. And that has somehow hit the fence as well. Amir Hamza was chasing after it and it just kept running away from him. Boundary.
Nothing delivery in the end. Short ball sitting up nicely. Rocks on the back foot, plays it in the gap. And the ball racing away. I think he picked it up very late, Amir Hamza.
Yeah, it was just fizzing away through this greasy outfield. Well, that will probably get him warmed up for a stint with the ball. Plenty of bowling options. A galaxy of riches. Required run rate just a tick below 16 now. Hit hard through extra cover. Kamarawan himself will clean up. Steady over from the captain. 56 for 2.
Well, Ahmed Khwaja called it. And it's Kamarawan coming into bowl. The captain Ahmed Khwaja making the right calls.
Good looking punch off the back foot from Gurjat. He strikes the ball pretty hard. And yes, slingy action. Kamarawan tries to bowl wicket to wicket. Making sure his fielders are in the right position. And of course, in just exactly 12 hours time, we're going to have the biggest clash of them all at the MCG. India versus Pakistan. Going to be a fascinating encounter after day one's pretty incredible result with the home side, the defending champs Australia, getting hammered.
Well, Ahmed Khwaja. Just let's hope the rain clouds stay away from the MCG. They do have the Marvel Cricket Stadium. It has a retracting roof. Probably better idea to field such a big encounter.
Extra bounce, falling short of the third man. Ghulam Murtaza has a shy at the sticks. And his goose would have been cooked there. Very close indeed. From that angle, you really should be hitting the stumps of the Rahman.
He had a lot of time as well, Ghulam Murtaza. Could take aim and shoot at the stumps. Misses and nobody backing up. Karwan continues. Slower delivery. Targeting the stumps. Gurjant very lucky to get some bat on that.
Well, that ball was reaching him in stages. It was just looping in the air. Dropped in front of his eye line. Thankfully, he just got his bat down in time. So mixing it up beautifully here, Kamar. Cut away behind point. There are runs on offer here. Big square. And slipping and sliding is Salman Salim. He is another quality addition to the side. Good hard-working fielder. Excellent swing bowler.
The outfielders putting in an effort. Karwan with that catch. Salman Salim with some good fielding. They've got Zahid Ali at long off. Shiraz P at long on.
Steady over from QA comes to an end. 63 for 2. Big hit towards long on. And it's gone straight to the fielder. Babar Iqbal gets his man. Gurjan finally playing one shot too many. That's a good catch.
Well, it's Ghulam Murtaza. Probably the biggest buckets in the field. He's not dropping a chance off the captain. And Babar Iqbal has picked up 2 wickets. Only 1.1 overs. 63 for 3. Now Rajkot at the end of 9.1.
What is Sandeep Patnekar coming in at 5. Once again, they're looking to be positive against Babar. So he gets off the mark immediately.
Babar Iqbal amongst the wickets. Not conceding a lot of runs as well. And that just brings us back to that first conversation we were having about getting as many spinners as you can in the lineup. Banti Nandi, well, he's been there from the start. 26 deliveries for his 23.
Down the ground he goes. Dead straight and beyond the fielder for 6. That's a good shot.
Yeah, uses his feet nicely, Banti Nandi. Charges down the track. Babar Iqbal thought he had a chance, but he had middled it nicely. Straight and into the fence.
Yeah, it was a bit too straight on middle and leg. And good technique shown there by Banti Nandi. 29 of 27. He's applied himself. 2 for 15 on the day for Babar.
Banti Nandi charges down the track again. Well, that first 6 that he hit straight was the first maximum of this Rajkot Thunder batting performance, and he's gone better with back-to-back 6s.
Once again, floated up on the middle and leg line. An excellent technique. Look at that high elbow and way back into the school. So Babar Iqbal being counter-attacked here very efficiently by Rajkot Thunders.
Yeah, that's a good idea. No point batting out the full 20 overs and getting 110, 120 runs. That's not going to help your cause. Bat aggressively. A lot of games to come. You need to get a good idea of how you need to approach a run chase, or even if you bat first.
Most certainly have to show intent. This time hit hard but along the carpet. Will be cleaned up by Amir Hamza. We're yet to see him bowl. I'm a big fan of this chap.
Yeah, good solid all-rounder. Bats in the top half. Bowls as well. Gun fielder. Hardly seen him drop any catches.
Some of the 6s he hit today, absolutely humongous. Coming around the wicket to Sandeep. Oh, it's gone straight up. There's nobody at mid-wicket though, and it will plop and land. So Sandeep Padnekar is not wasting any time. 78 for 3 at the halfway stage. Karwan continues. And joining me in the comm box for the next passage of play is going to be Sharjeel Ahmed. Good evening, sir. Welcome back.
Good evening, Ahmed Khwaja. Match is looking pretty much in favor of Karwan CC. We just have to ensure that they get the rhythm right. It's just 3 wickets down. They need 7 more. Or perhaps it could be a very different game. Banti Nandi is still there on 36. So he could turn the game around for them.
Yeah, I need to see a rise in the intensity levels for Karwan. They're just going through the motions right now. Fair enough, the game looks pretty much in hand, but you can still look to be more focused with the ball, look to push for wickets, try to run through the Rajkot Thunders. Don't let them settle in and bat the overs. Oh, it's a top edge. And the keeper takes it very, very easily. Furkan Khalil makes no mistake. And Sandeep Padnekar, he was in a hurry and he's paid the ultimate price.
Well, getting out with the top edge and just a skyer taken very comfortably by the keeper. And what a break. 80 runs to the name. 4 wickets down already.
So Karwan adding wickets to his century. Already took a brilliant catch at deep mid wicket as well. Dipesh Rajkot, the new batter in. Safely played off the back foot. So what are your expectations for the big clash tomorrow, Sharjeel? India versus Pakistan?
Well, I wouldn't want to tell anything.
Very neutral of you. Are you trying to not hurt my feelings?
Well, definitely, see, it is a game that India will win, definitely. But we will see how it goes because Pakistan has a very strong bowling lineup as well.
Oh, most certainly, I dare say. Oh, chance for a run out here. And Karwan has made a mess of it. It was an easy throw. Slight frustration there for Karwan.
He was just too excited. That's where it went out.
Oh, that's a hit me delivery from Babar Iqbal. Dipesh has missed out. That should have been sent into the stands. Instead, they'll scamper for one alongside the wide.
Well, I don't think that this type of a ball should be bowled in. It should ideally go in for the wickets and make sure that they bowl it really tight.
Yeah, he's got two to his name already. That one just slipped out of the hand. Trying to bowl as straight as possible to Bunty Nandi. He's already lofted him a couple of times. Pulled away. Is there a catch in the outfield? Oh, nobody there. It's Nadir Hussain, the substitute fielder, cleaning up. And they've taken two. Well, he just wasn't in the right position.
Well, was an opportunity being created, but this one just worked its way away from the fielder.
Once again, you can see furiously working away with the towels. It gets very soggy out there in the late evening. Right over the umpire. That's a princely looking shot from Bunty Nandi.
Well, right now, they need to look at that. They need to gauge their chances. Karwan CC. Boundaries coming in is not going to be a pleasant sight for them. They will want to pick up wickets and restrict those boundaries and win by a bigger margin.
Most certainly, Bipin Singh, the umpire, had to take evasive action. Oh, this time this should be a catch. Nope, forget about it. It's an even bigger six.
Well, now is when I think boundaries are coming in. Look at that. Just dance down the track and hit it a long way in the air.
I thought it would go straight up, but he made enough of a connection. Moves to 49. Bunty, he's applied himself, shown his quality. And that's a 50 in pretty decent time, 49 of 35. He's really looked positive against Babar Iqbal, who's taken a bit of tap, hit for a few sixes and fours. On the full, and just over long on to bring up his 50 of just 36 deliveries.
Well, a well-deserved 50 coming in for Bunty Nandi. He's made sure that he's been there from the beginning. He wants to make sure the Rajkot Thunders actually have a chance in this match.
100 raised in pretty decent time, just within the 12th over. So if they were batting first, this would be a wonderful platform. Took it on the full and just muscled it. And just watched it sail over for 6. No chance for Ghulam Murtaza. He's a big lad. Must be about 6'3", 6'4". And he had no chance. So Babar Iqbal has been carted for 43 runs. I think he will resist bowling another over here. Even though they're controlling the game, nobody likes to get hammered.
Well, as a bowler, he's already crossed 43 runs so far, so he will want to pick up a couple more wickets. Last 3 deliveries, 16 runs have come in.
This time towards extra cover. It will drop and plug in the outfield. And they'll take 2. So a very expensive over indeed. 103 for 4 at the end of 12. Karwan continues. Inside edge onto the boot from Dipesh. Just looking to find some fluency with the bat himself.
It's going to be a tough challenge there for Karwan right now. Karwan, the previous over went for a lot of runs, but Rajkot is 145 runs away. They still have almost 7.5 overs to go, so they will want to make sure that in 47 balls they can get to a better score. This one picked up well, and will go all the way for a maximum.
Well, now Bunty has cut loose big time. Short ball dug into the pitch and hooked away with a lot of force. Beautiful shot. The fine leg boundary on the shorter side. So now he's just looking to punish and dish out some big shots of his own against Karwan.
Well, right now Karwan need to get the big man Bunty Nandi back. He's playing on 63. They still require around 18 runs and over. So Khwaja, it is going to be a very close game for them if just a couple of overs go badly for them.
Well, he's certainly batting beautifully here right now. He's just flipped a switch. 63 of 38. And could he be eyeing 100 as well? That would be fascinating. Meanwhile, new balls have been requested upon. Tucked away towards the leg side. So smart batting here from Bunty Nandi, hitting a 6, then just keeping the scoreboard ticking along. Dipesh needs to step up as well.
Well, if Karwan Strikers wants to make it big in this stage of the tournament, they'll have to win by a big margin. And this one again, outer edge, will go for a boundary. 4 runs coming in.
Well, too short, too wide with third man in the ring. You're asking for trouble. And Dipesh threw the kitchen sink in that one. Over the top of the short third for a safe boundary. He'll take it any way he can get it.
Well, boundary flow will not stop for Rajkot Thunders. They need a lot more of that and consistently. It's the only way they can stay in this match.
Yeah, there's been a real flurry of runs last couple of overs. Pulled away straight. Just plugging in the outfield, not quite timed. So still struggling to find the middle of his willow, Dipesh.
36 runs have come in between Dipesh and Bunty in quick time.
Yeah, it's been a pretty rapid partnership thanks to the big hitting of Bunty. He'll be eyeing 100. Oh, it's gone straight up. Fielder trying to get underneath it, but he'll fall well short. It was Amir Hamza at mid-wicket, just on his heels. That will conclude the 13th. 117 for 4. Salman Salim reintroduced into the attack, so Babar has pulled himself out. Attempted Yorker, was slightly late on that bunty. The change of tempo. Let's see if that can produce wickets for Karwan CC, or will the deluge of runs continue, Shajil? Pacey delivery from Salman Salim, looking to bowl quick here. It's been tucked around the corner for an easy 2.
So far, he's the only bowler going away best runs and has control over his ball line and length.
Yeah, he's bowled a very good spell. Only went for 6 runs in his initial burst. Now looking to run through the side here, perhaps break open this partnership. That's swelled to 41 runs. He's switching to around the wicket for bunty. 31 runs away from what would be a very well-deserved 100. Can he make it to that milestone? Pulled away. Deep fine leg. Will have to put in the hard yards here. And he will not get around to it. That's a top shot.
Well, this is what Bunty Nandi has to do. He has to ensure that he keeps the rate going. Almost 19 runs required every run.
Using the pace of the bowler against him and bisected that gap to perfection. Early boundary off Salman's 3rd over. He's gone for 8 runs pretty quickly here. Required run rate 19 runs per over. Can they pull off a miraculous run chase? That's much better. Wicket to wicket. Pace on.
Well, I think the key for Karwan right now is get Bunty Nandi sent back. Bunty will be eyeing on getting that 100. Already playing on 73.
Well, it's easier said than done. He's been very obstinate. Worked hard for his runs. Waited for his moment. Now looking very solid. This time glided towards that third man region. There is protection out there. He likes to play that shot. Just use the pace of the bowler against him.
Well, he is a fine batsman. Always opens up for Rajkot Thunders. Takes his time to settle in.
Yeah, he's the epitome of consistency. Makes runs regularly. Batting in the top 3. He's missing a couple of his partners, Ameya Soman and Hamza Shiraz. They had become a very productive top 3 for the Thunders. Dipesh trying to give him support out there. 126 for 4.
Well, Karwan coming back, and this time the bat is flying away.
Well, we had 3 things aerial at one moment.
The
If-
ball, the bat, and the concentration.
Bit of excitement there. But thankfully, look at that. Flinging it across. Even the leg umpire was ducking for cover there.
Well, this is always entertaining the moment the bat is in the air. Because everyone is either thinking of when to catch the ball.
Well, I have a trivia question for you, Sharjeel. What happens if you catch the bat?
Well,
Is that out?
well, I think you will be injured. That's the only thing that's going to happen.
I think we need to look up the MCC rule book for that one. Surely there must be something in there. Kamarawan striving for a wicket in his final over. Slice straight to backward point, as we called it. So Bunty has just bunted this to Nadir Hussain at point, and Kamarawan gets his man.
Well,
Simple catch.
You were calling for the wicket. You wanted this to happen, and it has occurred. Finally, the wicket of Bunty Nandi, what Karwan CC was looking for. He departs for 75 or 46. A very good game by him. 128 for 5. And new man in. There's a shout. Ilyas.
Waqas Ilyas coming in at number 7. So the last hope for Rajkot Thunders has well and truly gone, with Bunty departing for a well-made 75. He'll be desperately disappointed he didn't go through for a triple figure score. Outside edge, just a change of pace there. Very shrewd bowler Kamarawan, mixing it up nicely.
One more delivery to go. Successful over there for Karwan strikers. 1 wicket down already. Karwan needs to do his bowl the right way.
Back of the hand, almost foxed him there. 128 for 5. Steady over from Kamarawan and got the big wicket of Bunty. 5 overs to go.
Well, 5 overs to go. New bowler is looking for picking up a couple more wickets and joining me in the comm box to make sure the last 5 overs is entertaining is Abdur Rahman.
Well, thank you, Shajil. Thank you, Ahmed Khwaja. Entertainment. That's what we are all looking for. First innings was extremely entertaining. Can the bowlers back that up for Karwan? No better sight than a fast bowler steaming in and troubling the batsman.
Right now, the only thing Rajkot Thunders need to do is get close to that 249 mark, because they wouldn't want Karwan to be there top of the table.
Well, the top of the table, this specific group, very high scoring group already. Salman bowls short, quick, very well bowled in the end.
He gets a very good bounce off the pitch. He does really well there.
Well, he's given away just 16 runs in 3.3 overs. And when you're required to go at 16 runs and over, that is a special spell. Can he add a wicket to that? Going for the stumps. Fielded easily by Zahid. Just a single. Seems the plan for Rajkot is to bat out the full 20 overs. Get as many runs as possible.
Well, right now, things are looking in favour of Karwan CC.
Yes, it's 2-2.
Over 27 runs required in over. It'll be very tough for them to come back at this Rajkot Thunders. And Salman not making it easy. Only a single of this delivery. So he's keeping the pressure equally on them.
Yeah, Banti Nandi, he was the one who scored quickly, took a liking to Babar, got some maximums, gave some hope to this Rajkot Thunders chase. But after his wicket, things have really slowed down. Dipesh 10 of 9, Ilyas 5 deliveries for just the 1 run. Can they get to that 160 mark? That's what they'll be looking at.
A very good delivery there by Salman. A very good Yorker there. End of the over. 3 runs off it. 131 for 5 after 16.
Shiraz Ahmed coming into bowl from the ICC Academy end. What a spell there from Salman Salim. Just the 18 runs conceded in his 4 overs. Very unlucky not to pick up a wicket.
This one played in well. To the cover fielder. Only a single.
Well, they won't mind that one bit, Karwan. Big boost to their net run rate. If they win this by a huge margin, 100-run defeat looking on the cards at the moment.
This one slightly shorter, slower by Shiraz, given a wide. This over is going to be a little longer for Karwan CC. And right now, Shiraz is all smiling and happy. They need to realize they're taking their time to complete their lot of 20 overs.
Well, just looking at this Karwan setup, saw the players out in the dugout as well. Nadir Hussain, Vikas Jatt, both fast bowlers as well.
Yeah, this overs will be longer. Two back-to-back wides.
Well, this game started on the 22nd of October. We're now in the 23rd of October.
It's officially a 2-day game now. Just 2 innings, 40 overs each.
Well, that start time has shifted as well for this Arabian Cricket League. The slow over rate not helping.
Once more, another wide. 3 back-to-back wides. Shiraz not able to get the line and length right. Now this is seriously alarming for Karwan CC.
Yeah, Shiju Sam is getting a proper workout.
After this over, penalty will start.
And as per the match referee, they'll have to bring a fielder in after the end of this over. So 3 over penalty for Karwan.
Well, finally, he's got that line, but a little too late.
Yeah, when he gets it right, he is unplayable, Shiraz Ahmed. Struggling a bit. As I was saying, back after a long break, Shiraz Ahmed. Probably got a few overs in the nets and in practice. It's a different thing when you're coming into bowl in the game.
It's too rusty for now after coming back after a long break. So he will want to burn the rust off after a couple of net sessions.
Going for the big heave, Vikas Ilyas. Ball going down to square leg. Just a single. Oh, 6 deliveries already bowled.
Time completed. Next over onwards, penalty.
And we're still only through the halfway mark. Swinging delivery played in the air. It's racing away to that point boundary. Nadir Hussain giving up the chase early. A boundary off the bat of the page.
Well, boundaries are never a pleasant sight for any bowling side or the bowler. This one, after those 3 wides, back-to-back wides, Shiraz really needs to come up with a wicket in this over.
109 runs needed for Rajkot. That equation. And it's a moot conversation right now. Again, can they reduce the margin of defeat? This time a Yorker. Get some bat on it. Shiraz finally getting his rhythm right. But another expensive over. He's gone for 30 in 2.5. A premier strike bowler going at 10 and over. Not a good side for Babar Iqbal.
Still a very big margin there for Rajkot Thunders. This one pulled up well. A single shy of the stumps. Only a single to end the over. 17 overs out, 141 for 5.
Well, the captain has come into bowl. The 18th over. And he will have to get 5 fielders in the circle. Slow over penalty is now in effect. A game-changing rule that. I'm a big fan of that, Shajil. There's no point in penalizing captains for match fees.
The entire team would suffer with it. This one slow ball there, right to the fielder.
Well, especially in international cricket, the likes of Rohit Sharma, Aaron Finch, they don't mind a match fees deduction as long as they can win a game. But with that extra fielder in, it just changes the equation. Goes for the switch hit, ball in the air. It's Furqan Khalil going full stretch. Unable to get to the ball, and the third man fielder is saying, well, I'm here for a reason, let me go for it.
And the patient Waqas did not go for a run as well. He's just trying. He's thinking of it as an open net session with him.
Just 5 wickets have fallen. Karwan will be very disappointed not taking more wickets in the air. It's Nadir Hussain, the substitute fielder, and he's taken a catch. Babar Iqbal amongst the wickets again. 3 wickets to his name now.
Well, this time Dipesh tried challenging the field, and the fielder, safe pair of hands there, has picked up his wicket. 141 for 6.
Babar Iqbal in a hurry. A little too late, my friend. Already been penalized for slow over it.
A new man in, Mitesh Tanki. He's coming at a very uneasy situation for Rajkot Thunders. 108 runs required, a mammoth total there. So it will be tough for Rajkot Thunders. But at least 150 mark will be keeping them live in the tournament. And there is an appeal.
Well, the umpire Vipin Singh saying not out, maybe drifting down the leg side. And yes, Shajil, just for confidence, the Rajkot Thunders want to get to that 150 mark, reduce that deficit of defeat to under 100. 100-run victory in a 20-over game is a huge margin.
This one, dot ball coming into in the 18th, 141 for 6.
Well, the new bowler is Zahid Ali. And the last over bowled by Babar Iqbal with 5 fielders in the circle was a maiden wicket.
Right there, starts off with a wide. So wides are something which Karwan CC are not able to control. Every bowler has come up with wides.
Well, Zahid Ali running back to his starting mark. 2 more overs to go.
But this one launched up a long way. Will go for a 6. A mighty hit now from Ilyas.
Well, finally get some bat on that ball. Waqas Ilyas got a lot of tap when he was bowling. Wants to return the favour. And he gets a maximum. That's a very good shot. 148 now. The Rajkot Thunders just a few runs away from that 150 mark we were talking about. Academic in the result of the game, because that required runs 101 with just 11 deliveries to go.
Seriously, migraine away, man.
A change of balls. Short delivery. He's pulled it. Is it going to go for another maximum? Yes, it is. Back-to-back sixes from Waqas Ilyas.
Well, at this stage of the match, especially someone like Zahid getting hit for 2 back-to-back sixes, not a pleasant sight for Karwan CC. And that to Waqas Ilyas. He's just hit it effortlessly there. Zahid really needs to rethink on his bowling.
Well, the result is very much done and dusted here. But for future games, the confidence is going to take a hit. Zahid Ali, premier fast bowler for this Karwan lineup. And he's going to go for a few runs. This one going down to fine leg. It's Salman Salim who has done well. Waqas Ilyas is enjoying himself. 2 back-to-back sixes and then a couple of runs.
14 runs of the first 4 deliveries. He's got 2 more deliveries to go. The new man, this is just not able to get on strike so far. So Ilyas doing most of the damage. Let's see what he does in the next 2. Oh, this one, beating him completely. He wanted to go down the track and hit it a long way, but yeah, he needs to hold his horses for now.
Well, you try to get on strike for that last over, Waqas Ilyas. Get as many runs as you can. 156 on the board. Any other day, that's a good total. But when you're chasing 248, just a little too late from the Rajkot batsman. This time, trying to guide it down to third man. Beaten outside off stump. 1 more delivery to go in the 19th over. Expensive spell from Zahid as well. 29 conceded in 2.5. Shiraz Ahmed and Zahid Ali both struggling with the ball. Charges down the track. This has gone in the air for another maximum. What a way to finish the 19th over. 3 sixes to Zahid Ali, the premier fast bowler. He's played a magnificent pull shot. Goes over square leg. 162 for 6 with 1 more over to go. Ghulam Murtaza coming into bowl the last over. Just gave away 6 runs in the 1 over he bowled. Picked up a wicket as well. And didn't come back. Oh, very well kept. Saved a certain boundary and could have easily had a run out as well. Furqan Khalil, good day behind the stumps for him. Saved at least 30 runs for his team, if not more.
Definitely serious pair of hands for Karwan CC behind the stumps. Murtaza will have, he could make an impact in this over. Last over. This one flicked away, will make it back safely, but an overthrow. 3 runs being given away by Karwan CC. They should try and restrict runs than give away these extras.
And what you don't want is Waqas Ilyas coming back on strike. 22 of 14 for him. Done the bulk of the damage. It was a dot ball. Would have kept Mitesh on strike. But it's Zahid trying to get a run out. Needlessly giving away a single. And Waqas Ilyas, well, can he get a couple of maximums here?
This one punched away, only a single. So 3 more deliveries to go. That's already in the books for Karwan CC. Can they win it by a better score?
Well, you have to say that in the end, it was a one-sided game. Clinical performance with the bat for Karwan, not so with the ball. They set high standards for themselves. They would have wanted to take more wickets. They would have wanted to restrict Rajkot to a lower score. In the end, they have conceded 165 runs and still 2 more deliveries to go.
This over has been really productive for Karwan CC. 3 runs off it only. 2 more deliveries to go. Ilyas is still on strike. This one, a swing and a miss. Dot ball finally coming in. Murtaza being really economical.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's only bowled the 2 overs. Just the 9 runs conceded. Got a wicket as well. Got the first breakthrough. Ghulam Murtaza. Another addition to this power-packed Karwan lineup. Bowling, batting. 3 all-rounders in Amir Hamza, Qamar and Ghulam Murtaza. He's yorked him. No appeal. Surprising from Ghulam Murtaza. And just a single to finish off the innings. So there you have it. A huge margin of victory for Karwan. 82 runs is the difference between what Karwan has scored and what Rajkot Thunders managed in the end. Ilyas unbeaten on 23, Mitesh unbeaten on 2. And it was a one-sided game in the end after Karwan winning the toss, electing to bat first, putting up a total of 248. Rajkot Thunders, well, they were never in the chase. Banti Nandi, the only batsman, scoring 75 of 47. And the next best score was Waqas Ilyas, 23 of 17, followed by extras, 22 extras bowled in their 20 overs. Vipul Mehta, Gurjant Kanda and Dipesh going into double figures. And Babar Iqbal picking up 3 wickets to pick up the bowlers, with Karwan getting 2 wickets to match his 100 in the first innings. A lot of runs conceded by Zahid Ali, Shiraz Ahmed in their 3 over spells. They'll have to go back to the drawing board, the fast bowlers, and figure out where they went wrong. But in the end, a big margin of victory for Karwan Cricket Club in match number 7 here at the Sky Exchange.net ICC Academy Arabian Cricket League, powered by Fan Code. We've had a high scoring day today, Super Saturday, back-to-back games. That's the match summary right there. Karwan winning the toss, electing to bat first, scoring 248 with Kamaravan scoring a magnificent 100 of 45 deliveries, supported well by Muazzam Hayat, who scored 64, and a cameo in the end by Amir Hamza. 2 wickets for Dipesh and 2 wickets for Jay Seth. The Rajkot Thunder as well never got going. It's Banti Nandi who enjoyed himself against the captain of Karwan, Babar Iqbal. 75 for him of 47, and Babar Iqbal picking up 3